Welcome, good afternoon everyone, and let's check on the team lineup. Sheffield Wednesday have Chris Woods in goal, Rowan Nielsen at 2, Phil King is 3, 4 Carlton Palmer, 5 Nigel Pearson returning after injury, 6 Viv Anderson, 7 Gordon Watson, 8 John Sheridan, at 9 Wednesday's exciting newcomer Chris Bart-Williams, 10 Nigel Jemson, and 11 Nigel Worthington. Well, Wednesday have several key men out ill or injured. They'll particularly miss the pace of Paul Warhurst in defence and their leading scorer David Hurst, who's replaced by Gordon Watson. Now Leeds United, John Lukic in goal, at 2 Mel Sterling, 3 Tony DeRigo, who's recovered from injury, 4 Steve Hodge, 5 Chris Fairclough, 6 Chris White, 7 Carl Shutt, 8 Rod Wallace, 9 top scorer Lee Chapman, 10 is Gary McAllister, and 11 Gary Speed. Leeds, as you've heard, missing the heart of their midfield with Batty suspended and Strachan out injured, but they picked a real attacking lineup with 3 genuine strikers. On the benches today we've got Paul Williams and John Harkes for Wednesday, Bobby Davison and Mike Whitlow for Leeds. And today's referee is Mr. Philip Don from Middlesex. So a vital test then of Leeds United's championship ambitions, to come here after suffering their first defeat in 14 games against Manchester United in the Rumbelows Cup, and Leeds in fact have won only 1 of their last 6 games against an informed Sheffield Wednesday who've gone 7 without defeat. Sheffield Wednesday in the blue and white stripes, attacking from left to right in this first half. We've had rain before the kick-off, the pitch in perfect condition. Jensen with a little flick on, and Fairclough, who's captain of Leeds United today in the absence of Gordon Strachan, happy to belt the ball away from danger. The first corner to Wednesday. Nigel Pearson and Viv Anderson have both come forward just on the edge of the picture. That's Pearson, who scored a lot of goals from set pieces. It's gone in short, in fact, to King. And a useful looking cross, but never really a problem for Lukic. Never present this season for Leeds United in goal. White, McAllister, and Fairclough will help it back. Ian St John, what do you see the key points of the match today?
Well, I'm hoping that Leeds can bounce back from that disappointment the other night, because they were well turned over, I think, in the end by Manchester United. So we'll be looking for that, having a look at their attitude. They have changed things, 3 men up the front. This is a bit new for them, but it's an attacking style, and it may work for them.
Carl Shutt, unable to keep the ball in play then. Sheffield Wednesday get the throw. Wednesday have won 5 of their last 7 matches, including 4 successive wins. But as I was saying before the kick-off, they've got some really important players out injured at the moment, and 1 or 2 they've patched up and forced to play today. Sterling, born in Sheffield, and of course had a long career here at Hillsborough. McAllister, Anderson makes the interception, and then good work by Palmer in midfield. This is King, and a lot of room to attack. Now Sheffield Wednesday's left, and it goes deep, but the linesman has flagged, in fact, as the ball was knocked back by Jemson. The offside verdict went against the home team.
I think Leeds United, might just be outgunned in midfield today, because Sheffield have 4 players in there against the 3 from Leeds. So that's interesting.
Good atmosphere here, big crowd for this Yorkshire derby. These 2 cities, less than 30 miles apart. Pearson's clearance, straight to McAllister, and then Bart-Williams finding Palmer, who couldn't control it. This is speed for Leeds United. Sterling helping it on towards Chapman. Good running by Wallace. And he's got Chapman racing forward in support. And Chapman made it difficult for the goalkeeper. McAllister onto the loose ball. And it was an excellent challenge by Pearson that denied Gary McAllister the first real opening of the game. It's a corner to Leeds.
I think Sheffield will miss Warhurst at the back today, because the pace of Wallace might trouble them. And Warhurst, as you know, is very quick, so they'll miss him.
Certainly Woods then was troubled by the height of Chapman, and now by the height of White, who tried to flick it on. Goes back out to McAllister. Gary Speed climbing high, but using his elbow as he went up. Free kick to Sheffield Wednesday. And we can see again, Ian, the first real opening of the game here.
Well, as I say, Wallace's pace, you know, he broke away for the long ball played through, and then he's looking for the ball to Chapman, which is their stock in trade. I actually thought that was a goal kick. Never mind.
Watson holding the ball up well for Sheffield Wednesday on that far side. And finally out of play for a throw. Turned in by King. White with the clearance to Speed. Kirkloff gives it away. This is Bart Williams. Got Worthington in support on the left. He drew that one in. Kirkloff. You can see it's the second corner of the game to Sheffield Wednesday. So again the signal for the 6-foot-plus central defenders, Pearson and Anderson, to come forward. Palmer also on the edge of the box for Sheridan's kick. Chapman heads it clear, straight to Carlton Palmer. Roland Nielsen now. That's a good little ball. Jemson finding Watson. And Watson turned it on dangerously towards Bart Williams. Berghoff got it away. The clearance from Dorigo found Chapman. Now Speed. Looking to exploit the pace of Wallace again here. And the whistle had gone. It's a free kick for a foul by Wallace on Roland Nielsen. Rod Wallace, who's gone 6 matches without a goal now after a really golden spell, if you pardon the pun, of 6 in 5 games. Sheridan. It's a good-looking ball. Jensen chasing it. Kirkloff was just a yard quicker. Sheridan there again. Watson, it's slow. White took it off him. This is McAllister. Dorigo lets it run on to Wallace. Plenty of movement, and Anderson did well with that interception because Gary Speed was in a good position. And Wednesday counter-attack well. King. Back to Worthington. Good running from Watson with the ball. Maybe a shade too deep for him. He's kept it in. But White giving him no room to turn. And then Sterland arrives to flick the ball against the Wednesday man goal kick. Leeds United have drawn 4 of their last 5 league games, winning the other one at West Ham. But their only defeat in their 24 league games to date was to a last-minute goal at Crystal Palace back in October. So although they've had problems in the cups, their league form holding good. Sterling. Gary Speed took up an intelligent position on the right. Chapman called for an early cross. Doesn't quite get it early enough. Hodge goes in, but is dispossessed by Bart Williams. And now Sheridan breaks for Sheffield Wednesday. Worthington. Watson. And he lost control. It's Leeds United's throw.
Wednesday are finding quite a few balls in that area. They're playing it up behind Mel Sterling there into that area, Alan, and so far they've had a little bit of success.
An excellent ball that was to set Dorigo free. And Dorigo's done well here. Oh, to a terrific effort. And well saved by Chris Woods. Tony Dorigo forced onto his right foot, but it didn't prevent him delivering this blistering drive.
Well, the Wednesday were completely opened up there by Dorigo's run. Wonderful run and a tremendous shot with his right foot. And great goalkeeping there by Chris Woods.
Corner to Leeds United. Berghoff getting up well and turned in by Chapman. on the ground where he graced so many games for Sheffield Wednesday, has given his latest club, Leeds United, a goal start in the 9th minute.
Well, I think the Wednesday will be very disappointed there that they didn't get that one away, and when it bobbled down there was Big Chapman just decided to put it in again unmarked. Typical Leeds goal, I think you can say there, Alan. It's a problem now for the Wednesday.
Lee Chapman's 12th goal of the season, the man who scored more goals than any other First Division player last season, has again come up with the answer for Leeds United. And a free kick to Leeds as well. A foul then by Nigel Worthington, conceding the free kick. Well, here's the inside the goal view, and it just shows you how poor the marking was for Sheffield Wednesday. Lee Chapman, who played more games for Sheffield Wednesday than any of his other 7 league clubs, was actually taken off in the FA Cup tie against Manchester United on Wednesday night, replaced, the Rumblers rather, and that's obviously given him the extra incentive to be as sharp as ever today. Leeds looking sharp in these opening minutes. Nielsen under pressure from Wallace. The Swedish international did well. That's a good-looking ball too. Jensen chasing. Bergkamp was very swift. It's a good open game, this. Williams, no room at all to turn here. McAllister right on top of him, still in play, and he did well, didn't he, Gary McAllister? That was excellent play by Leeds, deep in their own half of the field. Wallace, foul by Sheridan.
Well, that's a real boost to the confidence now of Leeds United. They'll be feeling pretty good about that one, because they had to sort of weather a little bit of a storm in the first few minutes there from the Wednesday, but they're back very much in the ball game now, and they look to me as if that's given them a bit of confidence.
And Wallace has got himself some good move here, and on the far post as Carl Shutt came flying in. I think he fouled Phil King. I believe that's the referee's decision. It would be a goal kick anyway. But Wallace found himself some lovely space with that deft little drop of the shoulder. Watch for Carl Shutt coming in here. I'm sure that was a foul. Over Sterling's head, and Watson couldn't control it behind him. Bergkamp cleaning up for Leeds. Dorigo. White. Anderson in control. Pearson. Jempson's header. Sterling with the first-time clearance. And there was an offside verdict against Gary McAllister then. So 12 minutes gone here at Hillsborough, and the visitors Leeds United leading 1-0. Lee Chapman in control of the ball now was the scorer. Dorigo getting it forward, good running by Steve Hodge. He looks up to see who's in support, far post, and it is in fact Carl Shutt, but he could never find him with that cross that dropped too short. Now Sheridan. That's a good-looking ball, and well read by Speed. Sterling. Dorigo. Chapman. Anderson concedes the throw. Wallace. Hodge turning it on, but not where he intended to. Now we can see the Lee Chapman goal from our camera on the other side of the ground, Ian.
Yeah, I was just wondering who was it that headed it. Was Chrissy White up there heading it, was it? Or Bergkamp. Yeah. Good header down.
That was White's header clear at the other end. Sheridan playing it back in, and Watson was offside. Well, it could have been Jemson.
Well, Gary Speed, I've noticed, has fallen back there, and Lee Chapman up the front there with Carl's shot. Speed has come back into midfield to supplement that. And what Leeds are doing now, they're trying to spring men from midfield, such as Speed and Hodge. So, a problem for the Wednesday.
Chapman doing well then. He got in ahead of Pearson. Anderson's clearance. Chapman's onto it again. Shut. Beaten by Nielsen. And Wednesday get the throw. Watson turning it on. McAllister completely miskicked. Palmer. Worthington. King flying down the left in support. But Worthington goes alone, and it took a horrible deflection off Kirkland for a corner. Nigel Worthington enjoying the space he found then down the Sheffield Wednesday left.
I actually thought he might have played it to King, who had overlapped on him there, Alan. Might have been a better ball.
Corner went in short to Bart Williams. And Sheridan gave it away. Sterling happy to clear his lines, but it's Wednesday who get the throw. A reminder of the score with a quarter of an hour gone. Pearson looking for some movement up front and finally finds it from Watson, but White had read his intentions. Now Speed. McAllister was strong then, but Wednesday get it back. Anderson drilling it out to Worthington. Good header. King. On to Jemson, but too far ahead of him.
I think Sheffield Wednesday are going to miss David Hurst today, because up front there, the two lads that are playing up there don't seem quite, Watson and Jemson, they have the pace, you know, to trouble Leeds United.
Yes, it's a new part forced on Sheffield Wednesday by injuries. David Hurst, their top scorer with 13 goals, certainly the most serious of their absentees. King looking for Jemson. Kirklough again equal to the challenge. This is Speed. Oh, that's an excellent first-time ball. Hodge down the right. Chapman and Shot coming forward as well. Oh, it was a excellent interception by Viv Anderson. And Leeds United had two players then inside the penalty area as Hodge raided down the right.
Well, I'm saying about breaking from midfield, and that was another example there from Hodge. And it was a beautiful volley was bending in there, and Big Anderson did well, so he got a touch on that one.
Another corner to Leeds United. White flicked it on, and they did well to survive that, for the moment anyway. Sterling. Carl Shot with the cross this time. Chapman won it. Difficult ball for Palmer, and Hodge made it even more difficult, but he did well. Now Bart Williams. Ooh, it was a suicidal ball he tried to play to Worthington then. Leeds looking good at the moment. Really buzzing. Dorigo. He did well to make any kind of cross then. Shut, finding McAllister in deep towards Chapman, and it was a good header. And another excellent save from Chris Woods. And the England goalkeeper has produced two superb tip-overs already here. The first one from Dorigo, and that one from Chapman.
Well, Chapman was going up there against King, so he had quite a few inches in hand there, and it was another beautiful header. He's getting the service today. He didn't get it in the last two games, did he, against Manchester United, but he's getting it today.
Gary Speed up well, as he does so often. Not that tall, Gary Speed, but my word, does he time his leaps to perfection. Gets above much taller defenders, doesn't he? So we see that save again. Sterling coming forward for Leeds United. Callister. And it goes to speed. Excellent control by the Welsh international. And the first-time cross. Wallace meets it. Nielsen concedes the throw. Arrigo. Now McAllister. Good ball, Sterling. And the cross blocked by Watson. It's good skill from Worthington. Now Sheridan. Lovely play by Sheridan. Speed tracked him all the way. This is Watson in possession. Bertha cuts out the cross.
I say now that they're in front, Leeds United are beginning to put the thrills on it, Alan. They're looking again like a championship team, which was important for them because, you know, the result against Manchester United, apart from a defeat, I think it was the way they were beaten. You know, they were beaten by a team that looked much better than them, much stronger than them.
King for Sheffield Wednesday. Palmer. Well beaten by Fairclough. Arrigo, and he's got Wallace sprinting down the left and releases him with that first-time ball. Chapman in the box. Played it in behind him. King dealt with that one with some difficulty. But a lovely example, wasn't it, Ian, of the pace of Howard Wilkinson's team then?
Well, Howard Wilkinson will be delighted the way he's shaping up at the moment, but I'm sure Trevor Francis will have to do something. He's got no width at all in the middle of the field here. He's got to get somebody out wide.
He almost had Bart Williams through the middle then, and he now has Palmer racing on, but Fairclough made a very sure and safe interception.
Well, it's okay. Bart Williams is playing through the middle. He's in the centre circle now, but there's nobody out wide, and Arrigo's getting all the room in the world. He's got the room. Wallace is in front of him. Two guys that can run. You've got to do something about it.
Certainly tactically at the moment, Howard Wilkinson winning the battle of the two managers. Here's Arrigo. Wallace. Again, he's got options on the far post. And looks for Chapman. Ooh, it was another fine header. And he's causing them all manner of problems.
Yes, but the problems are happening from the halfway line, Alan, as I said here. You know, you've got Arrigo there. As I say, the Arrigo-Wallace partnership, they're carving Sheffield Wednesday to pieces down this side. And little Wallace, all the room in the world, just checks back on his right foot. And there's Lee Chapman in his favourite position, saying, go on then, finally, and just past the far post. For the Wednesday have got to do something about getting a player out wide here and filling this gap. Here we go again.
Yes, same player, same area of the field. Arrigo. Oh, and it reaches shut. He might have done better then, and Chris Woods had to have two snatches at the ball to get it under control.
Well, I mean, at the moment, it just looks as if Leeds United are getting a chance every time they attack. And again, it was a good save of the goalkeeper. Stood up well, Chrissy, then got down to it.
Nielsen with the header. Fairclough's clearance to McAllister. Leeds are in control at the moment. Sheffield Wednesday have no answers. Arrigo. White. Good play from Speed. Wallace. Speed playing it on to White. And now McAllister. It's arrogant stuff from Leeds United to the delight of their fans. Arrigo. Oh, he looked Qatar's shot then, but overhit the ball. Midway through the first half, Leeds United leading 1-0. The margin of their lead could easily have been greater, but for Chris Wood's goalkeeping. Here's Anderson. Sheffield Wednesday need a reply. Watson. Nielsen. Bart Williams. Offside against Jensen as the cross came in. The linesman had no doubt.
And before Sheffield Wednesday can get back into this game, Alan, they've got to stop Leeds United playing. Because Leeds have got the ball, they're knocking it around, they keep possession, and they're making Sheffield Wednesday do all the chasing. The Wednesday have got to reorganise and stop Leeds playing, and then something might happen for them.
It's ironic that this particular formation has been forced on Leeds United because of the suspension of Batty and the injury to Strachan. No one would suggest, of course, that losing those two players could improve things, but the system that they have brought to Hillsborough today certainly looks fluid and full of excitement and ideas. Chapman's header on to speed. Well, that was a good interception again from Anderson. Sheridan. King. Worthington unmarked on the left. I don't think he's seen it. He has seen Bart Williams, though. On to Watson. He looked for Jensen then, but the little flick wasn't accurate enough. So it was a promising attack for Wednesday. Gordon Watson, only a handful of matches for the 20-year-old since he joined Wednesday from Charlton. Now Sheridan. This is better from Sheffield Wednesday. Worthington with a useful cross, and a difficult one for the goalkeeper.
Sheffield is certainly having a bit of success down that side with Worthington and Sheridan supplying the balls for him.
It's an entertaining game, this, with both teams having their little periods of pressure. Now it's Leeds United's turn. Wallace. McAllister. Sterling. It's a clumsy ball from him. And Wednesday grateful to regain possession with Sheridan. Worthington. Jensen. King again, occupying the space down the left. This is Sheridan. Nielsen. And he gets it back. And back again. And White made an important tackle there for Leeds United. It was lovely 1-2 football. At the other end, Wallace was offside.
A delightful play, really, with Roland Nielsen involved. There wasn't a series of little 1-2s going in. Almost unlocked the door for them.
Well, that's encouraged the home supporters. But Leeds still one goal up here. Jensen turning it back to Palmer. Now to Nielsen. Palmer wanted it back quickly. It goes to Watson. What a good ball. Steve Hodge cleaning up.
It's breaking down there, isn't it, in that central attacking position for Sheffield Wednesday. And, you know, you just keep thinking, had House been playing today, you know, the Wednesday would have a much greater chance.
It's a good ball again. Dorigo to Wallace. Oh, excellent play. McAllister's cross. Already gone behind. It'll be a goal kick. Worthington's clearance turned out to be unnecessary. Longer serving player, incidentally, these days at Hillsborough. 8 years next month since he joined them from Notts County. He's now taken over from the great Ron Springett as the most capped player in Sheffield Wednesday's history. Palmer's little flick on finds Watson. Bart Williams. Jensen. Couldn't quite thread it through. Leeds have it back again, but immediate pressure on the foul shot from Phil King. Chapman. Speed. Hodge. Good football this from Leeds United. And then a good tackle from Palmer. But Leeds keep possession. Hodge. Sterling. He's taken King on here and beaten him. A useful cross, and it missed Chapman by inches. Wallace keeps it in play. Hodge. Well, that had looked a really promising attack again for Leeds United.
It certainly was a promising attack, and it was a beautiful ball again to the back post for Lee Chapman. I mean, Leeds are causing all the problems, aren't they? Getting wide on both sides. Sterling with the outside of his foot, again looking for big Lee, couldn't quite get there.
Towering header away by White, and Anderson's given it away to Wallace. McAllister gives it back again to the former Southampton man. Dorigo finding McAllister. It's great stuff this by Leeds. Hodge. Bit short with that ball, but it comes back to him. And then a clash between Hodge and Watson. The referees allow play to go on. Bart Williams in possession. It reaches Jensen, just. And Jensen's done well here. Not a good ball, though. Although, in fairness, Sterling read it well. And there's still a player lying injured, Watson, from that clash with Hodge. In the earlier attack, the referee says play on, with Chapman going all the way alone. Oh, that was a tremendous effort by Lee Chapman, who's in tip-top form here today. And I think the referee still hasn't noticed Watson down injured. Chapman just got on with the job.
Oh, hit the top of the bar as well, Alan.
Now, Watson didn't see much of that attack. He had been lying on the ground for a good 30 seconds, having clashed with Steve Hodge. You can see again here why he's in great pain.
I think the referee obviously had to see the foul, but he played advantage, and it was a good advantage, which Sheffield Wednesday really didn't make enough of.
Well, they certainly can't afford another injury here. Steve Hodge, the aggressor on that occasion, replacing another aggressive player in the best possible manner, David Batty, who's out serving a 2-match suspension. Steve Hodge, who came from Nottingham Forest for £900,000, quite rightly, I think, cautioned for that tackle.
But that was good refereeing, Alan, allowing the advantage and then coming back and saying, OK, we saw the bad foul, you're in the book.
Well, Wednesday have given it away straight from the goal kick. Dorigo dispossessed, though, by Anderson. This is King. Sheridan. Anderson. And a big gap opens up for Viv Anderson. Hodge's interception. Wallace. And he turned it straight against Nielsen. Palmer. And the ball, in fact, came off Carlton Palmer. I think it's fair to say the Wednesday fans don't agree with the linesman. Nor did Carlton Palmer. Wednesday do get that throw. Trevor Francis looking anxious, and well he might, because Leeds United could have been in a really ascendant position in this match. As it is, they lead 1-0. McAllister. Sterling. That was a good run by Sterling, and brought down by Viv Anderson. Free kick to Sheffield Wednesday. To Leeds United, I should say. Viv Anderson, the man who conceded that free kick, and Leeds United are very useful in these situations. Sterling himself could take it. They've got several options.
Well, Sterling and Dorigo can both hit them, Alan, so they've got an option here.
Hodge in the wall, it's Dorigo, has it! Oh my word, what a goal that was! Minutes to half-time. Tony Dorigo, who wasn't even playing until this morning, produces one of the great strikes of the season to give Leeds United a 2-goal advantage.
It's a beautifully hit, sweet shot, wasn't it? But somebody ran out the wall there of Sheffield Wednesday, allowed the gap to be there, and he just found it. There you can have a look at it from the goalkeeper's point of view. Really, Chris Woods had no chance. A beautiful effort.
A superb strike by Tony Dorigo has given a championship look to Leeds United once again here. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Leeds United 2. And Wednesday have won the free kick. Dorigo's third goal of the season, and the knee injury he suffered on Wednesday night against Manchester United threatened to keep him out of this match. He went up to Howard Wilkinson after a training session this morning and said, "I'm all right to play, I want to play." And he's so important to Leeds United that Wilkinson put him in the side, and that decision entirely justified now. But Leeds face a free kick themselves, and Sheridan's another one who can hit them, but this time straight at the wall. Nielsen. Bart Williams takes over. Throw to Sheffield Wednesday. Jensen. And it suddenly breaks to Carl's shot for Leeds. Felt he was obstructed then by Sheridan, not given. And at the other end, Bart Williams offside.
Well, let's have a look at the goal again from another angle, Alan. And I think the wall broke there, as you can see from Sheffield Wednesday. One of the players ran to the ball, created a little bit of a gap. Who knows what would have happened if he'd have stayed there, but it was the sweetest of shots.
Viv Anderson for Sheffield Wednesday, who look as though they're going to have to change things around in the second half to get themselves back into this game. They're getting nothing up front, really. Jensen and Watson completely held by the Leeds United defence. Now then by Palmer.
I would think that the Wednesday might make some changes, if not at half-time, certainly early in the second half, Alan, because, as you said, nothing really happening up front, and I think that's where the changes have got to happen. With a reconstruction with the midfield, especially on this on the Wednesday right-hand side.
Sheridan. King. Worthington's cross first time. Watson flicked it down, intending to find Sheridan. Sterling read his intentions well.
See, Sheffield Wednesday are doing reasonably well up the left-hand side of the field, Alan. They're getting plenty of the ball there. They're creating little bits and pieces up there, but there's nothing at all happening from the right-hand side.
Howard Wilkinson, one of the more studious of managers who frequently makes notes to aid his half-time team talk.
I think he may be putting one or two little stars beside the names of some of the players. They're certainly playing well, Leeds.
The ball turned on and Wallace offside. Only just, mind you.
Yeah, I thought Nielsen may just have been playing them on there, Alan. That was very debatable.
Very close. A good free kick swept out to Nielsen. And again, he's given it away, or has he? A misunderstanding. Watson goes down, and it's a penalty. Leeds United are furious, and several of their players have raced over towards the linesman. They feel that was a bit of play acting by Watson, and I have some sympathy for their views. My immediate reaction was that that was not a penalty. It'll be interesting to see it again in slow motion, Ian.
Well, it will be, Alan. It was a good ball played, and actually White allowed it to go through the goalkeeper. He thought there was nobody there. But as you see, Watson snipped in. I know that was certainly a dive, wasn't it? I think it was maybe a little initial contact, but not enough to bring him down. He took another strike and then just took a dive.
White was the player who stretched out to try and tackle him. I think he made some kind of contact. Leeds absolutely believed that Watson was play acting then with that theatrical dive. He may in fact have got his studs stuck in the turf, to be fair to him, but nonetheless that is a highly controversial penalty.
Well, as you can see here, I think there was a contact certainly there. But I don't think the contact made him really leap in the air and fall over like that.
Now Watson is back on his feet. White is absolutely furious, and Fairclough, the captain, sensibly calming him down. He's given a real needle to the match. And Sheridan, who played for Leeds United, the last time these sides met here in the league over 8 years ago, has the chance to pull Sheffield Wednesday back to 2-1.
There's a lot of gamesmanship going on here. John Lukic saying the ball wasn't spotted right. Sheridan's a cool customer, mind you, but there's a lot of pressure in this game. It's to get Leeds United back into the game.
And he's done it at the second attempt.
I'm saying Leeds United, Sheffield Wednesday are back in the game.
Well, luck was all on Sheffield Wednesday's side then. It was highly debatable whether they deserved the penalty in the first place. It was a splendid save by Lukic. It hit the inside of the post and then rolled back to the taker. And of course, because the goalkeeper had got a touch to the ball, he was quite entitled to come and hammer the rebound home to make it Sheffield Wednesday 1, Leeds United 2. But Leeds United, in my opinion, are justified in feeling very angry and frustrated about that whole episode. Well, will that give Wednesday the lift they need? Bart Williams in possession. White across to cover. And he just about got it back to Lukic, who only just prevented it going behind for what would have been a corner.
Well, this might be a bit of luck of the Irish for John here. Rolled nicely for him, didn't it? Just a tap. And good save by the goalkeeper initially.
Sterling. And that's Leeds United's throw.
I think Wednesday now have got to try and keep the pressure up here before half-time, Alan, and really try and push it, because Leeds might be rattled with that. A lot of the players there were very upset about the decision, and this is maybe a time to catch them.
Well, certainly it's more than Sheffield Wednesday must have believed they would get out of this first half. And Sheridan's 6th goal of the season has given them a lifeline. Chapman up well at the other end, but Sheridan's there to clear. Helped on by Watson to Jemson. Watson's in there again. Dorigo was the last defender. Four minutes remaining to half-time. It's been an eventful and very entertaining first half here at Hillsborough. Here's Chapman again. And he's done really well, but just ran out of room to make the shot. Wednesday visibly lifted by their goal. King getting it forward. Watson and Jemson honing in on Chris Bergler. And they've won it back well here. Jemson straight against Hodge. He's still battling away, and Sterling hits it against the Wednesday man. Goal kick. Dorigo. That's good running and a fine ball. Speed. First time towards Chapman. Oh, a magnificent goal by Lee Chapman. 2 minutes to half-time. Chapman gets his second. Leeds United get their third. And what a way to reply to that controversial penalty which went against them. Lovely ball here, but look at the accuracy and power of that header.
Well, Leeds United are killing him down this left-hand side there. A magnificent run by Gary Speed and a beautiful flighted ball. And there was Lee Chapman saying, thank you very much. That was lovely.
Well, what a day he's having. Lee Chapman's second goal of the half. The reason, incidentally, we haven't had had the match restarting is that the referee is having a word with the linesman on this near side of the field. I presume it may be something that was said
by Mr. Wilkinson.
And it looks from here as though Howard Wilkinson certainly is getting a telling off and may even be getting a caution. Now, I would think that's a little hangover of the penalty incident. Maybe something was said to the linesman on this near side. One can only speculate. But you don't need to speculate about how well Howard Wilkinson's team have played in this first half. They've been magnificent, and the scoreline now has a more just look about it. They're leading 3-1. They've restored their 2-goal advantage, and they deserve it. And Sheridan finds Nielsen as Wednesday have to pick themselves up again off the floor. Here's Wallace. And Leeds, frankly, look dangerous every time they attack. No exaggeration. Carl shot in possession. Just took it a shade too far. Bart Williams for Sheffield Wednesday. Worthington on the left. Bart Williams again. Sheridan found room. And Hodge takes it off him with the aid of a little miss kick as well from the Sheffield Wednesday player. And Worthington pumps into the advertising hoarding from Hodge's challenge. On my watch, we've reached 45 minutes. And what a splendid 45 minutes it's been. 4 goals, a bit of controversy, excellent saves, good football. It's had everything the first half here. Nielsen going forward, looking for Palmer, headed away by Speed. Leeds break swiftly again. Wallace. Carrigo arriving to help him out. And the cross, not what he wanted. Jensen was fouled by White. Free kick to Sheffield Wednesday. Had almost a minute of stoppage time added on. Bart Williams. Looking for Watson. Not good enough, that ball, though. Well, the third goal was every bit as well crafted and finished as the ones that Leeds had scored before it. Great header by Chapman.
Big Lee must think it's his birthday today because he's getting some wonderful service, isn't he?
Leeds keeping possession, just wanting to see out the remaining seconds of this first half. Chapman missed it this time. Anderson's clearance, King, and it came off Worthington for a Leeds throw. Well, we're well into time added here. McAllister finding Wallace. Oh, he really drove that one in. That was dangerous because Chapman was coming on to the far post. I wasn't that far away from it.
Actually, the shot not been as hard, Alan, you're right enough there. Chapman might have got a touch on it at the back post. But they thoroughly deserve their lead, Leeds United, haven't they? They've played ever so well.
Especially when you consider the couple of excellent saves that Chris Woods has made as well.
Sure.
McAllister winning it well. Chapman gives it him back. It was nice control, but he thought Rigo was further forward than he was. Palmer. Flicked on by Jemson to Watson. Back again to Jemson. Palmer. Bart Williams. And now King. Good running from Jemson. He's got away from his man here. It's a splendid effort. And it was whipped away from him by White. We've had, on my watch, 48.5 minutes now in this first half. The referee's watch is the only one that matters, though. Sheridan with the corner. Lukic did well. Palmer. That was a good cross, and Chapman knew it was dangerous. He's conceded another corner. And that, in fact, is the end of the half. There won't be time to take it. We had almost 49 minutes, but every one of them was a delight to watch. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Leeds United 3. We'll be back after the break.
Rebound after that defeat during the week against Man United. But let's see what happens second half.
Yeah, we hope the game's still there. Thank you, Trevor.
So Leeds United, with that 3-1 lead, get the second half underway. Chapman, who scored 2 fine goals with an early good header. And as you heard, Sheffield Wednesday have been forced to reorganise. John Harkes having come on for them, and Nigel Pearson, interestingly, in view of what Johnny Giles was saying at half-time, is the player who seemed to have gone off, and that has caused, I think, Carlton Palmer to move into the back four, where he has been playing in recent weeks because of the various injuries Sheffield Wednesday have suffered. Ball had just gone out of play there. Sterling couldn't quite reach it. In fairness to Pearson, incidentally, he's missed the last couple of games, and indeed has only trained 1 day in the last fortnight because of a virus. So he was obviously not at his best. It was a gamble taken by Trevor Francis to play him. It was a gamble that hasn't paid off. As McAllister finds Chapman. Palmer with the interception. This is Dorigo. Strange ball, straight to Nielsen. Ian St John.
Well, I think had Johnny Giles known that, certainly I don't think he'd have been as critical on him. The lad obviously wasn't feeling right, and he had been giving Chapman too much room. And the fact that Harkes has come on the right-hand side, I think will help the Wednesday here, because they have to do something in that area, you know, and John Harkes will fill that space. He'll certainly be his hands full, you know, looking after Dorigo, but somebody's got to do that. Somebody's got to fill in there and make sure that Dorigo doesn't get all the room to overlap with Wallace down that left-hand side.
Well, the next goal in this game is going to be absolutely critical. If Wednesday could get it, they could make a real fight of it. If Leeds United score another, that will surely be all over for the home team. White with a rather clumsy clearance, and then he gets it back off Bergloff with a deflection, and does well. In fact, does better the second time. Palmer with the clearance. Dorigo finding Hodge. Oh, a sloppy ball by Hodge. Anderson onto it. Now Nielsen. Couldn't go back to his goalkeeper. That route was cut off. Bart Williams to Sheridan, and McAllister intercepted then. Sheridan wasn't quite as sharp as he ought to have been. McAllister was very sharp. It was a strange goal kick by Chris Woods, but King rescued it for him. Jemson. Bart Williams. Nielsen. Forward to Harkes, gets his first touch. And gives it away. Dorigo, good ball. Chapman's layoff. Gary Speed. Oh, brilliant stuff by Speed. Worthington did well then to get back and make the tackle. But Speed retains possession. Now Sterling. Driven in again, looking for Chapman. And again he wins it. Anderson got it away. It breaks to Jemson here. And he's done well. Jemson's round one defender, but couldn't get round the second.
That's the problem with Jemson. He just doesn't have the pace, Alan. He created the chance for himself there, just couldn't get away from the markers.
Good work by Mel Sterling then for Leeds United. On the ground where, of course, he enjoyed 11 years as a Sheffield Wednesday player. Chapman wins another header, but no one can take advantage this time. Mark Williams, the 17-year-old, in possession. Good ball for Jepson, who was fouled by White. Crowd angry then because Gary Speed prevented Sheridan from taking the free kick quickly. Owen Sheridan almost gave it away fatally then to McAllister. Palmer, clever stuff by Carlton Palmer. Worthington trying to get it back to him. Good covering by Carl Shutt.
That was good play at the end by Sheffield Wednesday, looking to try and catch Leeds as they pushed up to play offside.
Good control from Nielsen, but not a very good ball at the end of it. Dorigo gets it away. Harks keeping it in play well, or did it cross the line? No, play on. And Harks making a good forward run, but White had read the danger. Chris White in his second season at Leeds United and has formed this marvellous partnership at the back with Chris Fairclough. Chapman yet again wins a header. Once more, it's Wednesday who regain possession with Nielsen finding Jepson. Strange ball by the former Nottingham Forest player. Hodge for Leeds United, and that's a great ball. Wallace. And Wallace has got round the defender here, and he's got two men in the middle and goes for goal. And really, he was guilty then of looking for the spectacular goal, when I'm sure a pass to Chapman or Shutt would have paid dividends.
Lee Chapman having a word with him there because Big Lee had just pulled back nicely there, a little square ball, and he'd have tapped it in.
Wednesday get it back though with Anderson. Now Harks. Watson did well to reach it. Harks made room nicely and looked for Jepson, and Jepson goes down under a challenge from Fairclough, and some of the Wednesday supporters felt that was a better claim for a penalty than the one they got in the first half. I'm not sure.
They might have had a case. You'll have a look for it again. Harks doing well there to square the ball back. Well, there you are. I mean, really and truly, the defender didn't touch the ball there, did he? And I think he took Jepson down.
Palmer drives forward for Wednesday. Worthington. This is King. In it goes towards Jepson. Touched away by Fairclough. A better spell, certainly, this for Sheffield Wednesday. And as I say that, Viv Anderson gives the ball away. Wallace. Speed to his left. And he finds it. That was wasted, really. Lee Chapman a bit frustrated, and so is Gary Speed. White with a good defensive header. Shutt turning it on to Chapman, who returns the favour, but a bit too close to the defender, and it was a foul by Carl Shutt, in fact, on Carlton Palmer. He was pulling my shirt, ref, is Carl Shutt's version. Sheffield Wednesday, 3-1 down here. Bart Williams in possession. He's dropped into a very deep role in the second half, the teenager. It's a better ball to Worthington, and now King. And on it goes again towards Worthington. White's clearance. Straight back to King. Straight back to White. McAllister and Hodge. And good first-time football from Leeds United. Wallace in possession. Shut. Looks for Chapman again, far post. And Chris Woods had plenty of time to see that one coming. Harks. Sheridan. Speed takes it from him. There was a complete misunderstanding then. Both Hodge and Dorigo left it to each other. Jemson flicking it on. White gets it away. This is Hodge. Dorigo. Palmer. Good covering as Anderson left it to him. Oh, and then a terrible ball. He's given it away to McAllister. Good save. Chapman. Well, Lee Chapman has been in fine form today, but he'll feel he should have done better with that opportunity, as Sheffield Wednesday almost committed suicide then. Really sloppy play.
Well, Wednesday actually have been playing some very dangerous balls around in their own half of the field.
So they're in the Leeds half with Sheridan, and Lukic knew that was going wide.
I mean, this was really sloppy stuff, wasn't it? Look at that. There's Carlton Palmer there. Crazy ball played in, and McAllister tried to just slide it past the goalkeeper, and then Lee Chapman looking for the volley and didn't quite get it.
He really had time to bring that one down, Lee Chapman, if only he'd known.
Well, that was two clear-cut chances, really, for Leeds there.
Palmer again with the interception. Nielsen. Harks. And another 50-50 ball, which Nielsen did well to reach. Bit of anxiety about Sheffield Wednesday's play. Not surprising there, I suppose. 3-1 down against one of the championship contenders, producing some championship football today as well, Leeds. Although Wednesday have marginally had the better of things, possibly at the start of this half, despite Leeds United having had another goal-scoring chance then. This is good football from Wednesday. Nielsen. Harks. Ooh, that was dangerous. And Lukic forced it behind for the corner. Well, John Harks, the United States World Cup player, has certainly made a difference coming on here in the second half for Sheffield Wednesday. Anderson coming forward for the corner that Harks won. Headed away, and again by Chapman to King. That's a good little ball. Sheridan. Given away, and Sterling very cool.
John Sheridan just been a little bit too clever for Watson there. Watson not quite reading him. But he's a maestro of the team, John Sheridan, and given a little bit of room at all, he's the man that orchestrates it for them.
That's a good-looking ball. Carl shot. First time towards Wallace. Palmer got it away. Now Harks. Over the head of Watson. McAllister. Speed. No question of Leeds United sitting back on their 3-1 lead here. They're looking for more. Hodge. Good interception from Nielsen. Now Bart Williams. White gets it clear. Sheridan in possession. Now King. Jemson. Straight against Sterling. It comes back to him, and now King. And lifted in towards Hart's far post. Excellent defending by Tony Dorigo, though. Lukic calms it down. Anderson getting it clear. Sheridan looking for Harks. Harks was strong in possession then, and eventually he was fouled. I think Lee Chapman's got a problem for Leeds United in the centre of the field. He obviously got a blow in the face. And the physio, Alan Sutton, having a look. They certainly won't want to lose Lee Chapman. They have another striker on the bench in Bobby Davison, the former Derby County man. We can see how he collected the injury here. Chapman going up then with Viv Anderson. Accidental, given the benefit of the doubt. He's all right. Sheffield Wednesday's home record, incidentally, is one of the best in the First Division. They lost against Aston Villa on the opening day of the season. Since then, in all competitions, they've played 14 matches, won 10 of them, and been unbeaten since Villa had that first day win. Nielsen, Bart Williams, now King. It opened up for the shot, and he accepted the opening. Deflected for a corner. Never scored for Sheffield Wednesday, Phil King. Really drove the kick in. Chapman got it away, and McAllister away from danger. Roland Nielsen. Wallace did well to close the space down then. McAllister.
Well, it's always dicey, isn't it, when the last man makes a mistake. Roland Nielsen had all the time in the world there, waiting till he was closed down and then almost gave it away.
Just under half an hour remaining here. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Leeds United 3. And the referee saw a little late challenge by Hodge, who's already been cautioned on Bart Williams. Shutt's header goes straight to King, and then turned on to Watson. Worthington. Good clearance again. And then White completed the job after Dorigo had saved the day initially. Here's McAllister. Chapman. Palmer back to cover. And the two of them in a real battle for possession, which goes Sheffield Wednesday's way.
Those are all arms and legs there. The big Carlton Palmer can run, that's for sure, and he won that race.
Yeah, they were like two runaway trains then. The foul has gone against White. It seemed a harsh decision from here.
Leeds United attempting to make a substitution, Alan. Carl's shot coming off.
It's an interesting one, that, because Mike Whitlow is a defender. Carl Shutt, a striker, of course. So maybe they've decided to shore things up a little with this 3-1 lead. As Wednesday have a free kick. Sheridan takes it. Anderson gets it away. Worthington with the first time effort. Always wide of target.
I think you may be right in saying that Leeds United may be trying to shore things up, bringing Whitlow on, because Carl Shutt hadn't been doing badly.
One thing they do seem to have done is switched Wallace from the left to the right wing now, as King gets the ball clear. Jemson. It's a good ball in the circumstances to Anderson. On to Watson. Now Sheridan. Back it goes to Anderson. Nielsen's on the right flank and looks for Harks. He finds him with a lovely ball. Watson. The linesman has flagged.
Why did Watson want to play another ball there? It was a beautiful flick there by John Harkes, put him in the clear, and he's looking to play Harkes back in on the byline.
Offside was the verdict anyway, and Sheffield Wednesday now making the substitution. Nigel Worthington, who I've drawn in the sweep, is not going to make me a rich man. He's off without having scored, and replaced by Paul Williams, who's got an ankle injury which he suffered on New Year's Day. The former Charlton striker had previously been a regular in the side this season. And the linesman rather unnecessarily having a word with him. I don't really know what the problem was then.
I never know why the linesmen do that. They race about 40 yards, go up there, but that time the player runs on the field. I think they're supposed to look at their boots or something. It's all nonsensical.
Couldn't agree more. Lukic driving it forward, and a good little header on if Hodge can keep it in play, and he has done. And wins the throw. He's thinking about taking it quickly, but leaves it instead to Gary Speed, who can get quite a distance on his long throws. And does, in towards Chapman. In fact, it was Nielsen who headed it behind, knowing that Chapman was behind him. Corner to Leeds United, and that always spells danger to the defending side. Fairclough forward, hasn't scored this season. And flicked dangerously on, and it was Speed who headed against the crossbar. Wallace gets it back in, and Chapman was on the line to make absolutely sure. And since that's all about a hat-trick, I'm sure he'll claim it.
Well, I'm sure he will as well, Alan, and I mean, he thoroughly deserves it, Big Lee. He pulled off the other night, he's probably given him a bit of a jag. Because Sheffield Wednesday all over the place here. Gary Speed will be annoyed he didn't score there. And I don't think the ball was actually going in the net anyway from Wallace's header. But the Wednesday have got to think, hang on here, little Wallace is getting headers in the 6-yard box. What's happening here?
It was amazing. Speed still had his head in his hands over the header which had hit the bar. Meantime, we have...
Gary Speed's not even looking at the game.
We have what I suppose could be described as a modest streaker on the pitch. I say modest because the lady is dressed. Our director, because this is a family show.
Oh, hang on.
Well, I thought he wasn't going to show you. He's not quite as modest as I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that all adds to the entertainment, doesn't it? And don't phone in and say that was a sexist remark, please. Lee Chapman's gone off to have a word with her. He said, look, I'm the man of the match.
She's ran him out with a felt pen there, hasn't she? She's got right off down her legs and her arms.
I wasn't looking. Anyway, amidst all that, Lee Chapman has got a hat-trick. Leeds United have got a 4th goal. And Sheffield Wednesday are finished. I think we can say that with total certainty.
How many games have you been at, Alan, when you said the game was finished half an hour ago? It's never finished.
I said Sheffield Wednesday are finished. I'm not sure we've seen the end of the goals. Turned on by Hodge in midfield. Anderson makes the interception. Wednesday have got to keep battling, of course. But I think we might see more goals from a rampant Leeds United now. Sterling going forward. Gives it away this time to King. And King is in danger of conceding a throw. Done so. Speed wins it back beautifully and then gets fouled by Sheridan. Well, Sheridan's face, I think, just sums up what kind of day this has been for Sheffield Wednesday. They've had the stuffing knocked out of them by an absolutely superb Leeds United display. McAllister will take this free kick. It looks dangerous as well. Just about got that clear, Sheffield Wednesday. Bart Williams. White heads it back to Sheridan. Nielsen. Harkes. And Jemson. That was disappointing. I was praising Sheffield Wednesday's home record earlier, only one defeat, remember, before today. But Leeds United's away record is just as impressive. The speed is fouled by Anderson. In all competitions, they've won 7 matches, drawn 6, and lost only 1 away from home, Leeds United. And they've been prolific scorers as well. They've scored 4 goals in an away match, no fewer than 5 times now, including today. That's an incredible record.
Shows the character of the team, Alan, I think. You know, when you've got a great away record like that, to go to, you know, tough grounds and get results.
Still looking for goals here, and they've got another! A splendid header! And
Substitute.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, the day has gone so well for them that the substitute comes on and gets what for him is a very rare goal indeed.
Again, Sheffield Wednesday, you have to say, at 6s and 7s, any cross that comes in, they're all over the place. I mean, that was just a simple little ball. They're 8 yards out. Thank you very much.
Mickey Whitlow scores his first goal of the season. An early little present for him. He's 24 years old tomorrow. A fine header over Wood's head. And Leeds United have increased their lead to 5-1 now. What a day this has been, and what a way to bounce back from that defeat against Manchester United in the Rumbelows Cup on Wednesday. We can say with total certainty now, thanks to Whitlow's goal, if it wasn't certain before that, that Leeds United will return to the top of the First Division. Palmer gets it away from that beleaguered Sheffield Wednesday defence. Well, we said that Whitlow had come on to shore things up for Leeds United. The very fact that he's got forward to score a goal shows how in control they've been today.
I think everything the manager has done today, you know, prior to the game and during the game, has been completely right for Leeds United. He's been spot on.
Palmer in possession. Sheffield Wednesday going through the motions, really. What can they do about this situation? Nothing. Chapman turning it back, and Arrigo making sure that Leeds keep possession, and they've kept possession in splendid fashion today, like the Leeds United of old, perhaps. Johnny Giles.
Has to be congratulated on the way his team has played, and I think it's the ingredients of resilience and honest endeavour that he's instilled into the club since the time he was there has really borne fruit today. Terrific display. They give Wednesday an absolute hiding, and they could even score more goals before this game is finished.
And Gary Speed, as Johnny was saying, it almost did that. I don't think we've seen the end of the scoring here. Sheffield Wednesday totally dispirited, not surprisingly.
I think in defence of Sheffield Wednesday, you have to say they're missing the 2 centre-backs. Obviously, Pearson played wasn't quite fit, but they're missing 2 centre-backs, and they're missing the #1 striker. So both ends of the field, Alan, you have to say that they're certainly, you know, below strength, and it's really telling on them now.
Yes, don't forget that Sheffield Wednesday 5th in the table at the start of play, and had been 3rd until yesterday, till Liverpool overtook them. Here's Sterling. Offside, Hodge. Ian, the goal again.
Whitlow coming in there with a beautiful header. I was just wondering, you know, whether Woods might have come for that one, but I think he was expecting the centre-halves to be in there and get a header, and he got caught half and half. Changed his mind, and it's in the back of the net.
Sheffield Wednesday 1, Leeds United 5. And this is the second time this season I've had the pleasure of commentating on an absolutely brilliant Leeds United display away from home. The other time being in Aston Villa when they won 4-1. Watson's cross, looking to pick out Hart, who did well to reach it, actually. And White and Fairclough combined to get it away. Fairclough, the final clear. clearance.
That was actually Williams at the back post here, Alan. But a bit of a half chance there for Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, Williams in possession again now. Not Harks, as I said, that was Harks. Paul Williams scored 17 goals for Sheffield Wednesday last season, and had the whole squad been fit, he probably would have been up front today with David Hurst, and I'm sure those two fully fit would have given Leeds United more problems. Well, we've still got a little over a quarter of an hour to go. And Lukic and Leeds United are walking to victory here. And the end of the scoring may not be complete. White for Leeds United with a good clearance. Have to be absolutely sure of that one. He's had a good game, Chris White. One of the unsung players in this Leeds United team. Chapman winning another good header. How often have I said that today? King's clearance. Sheridan. Sterland in. Still keen to win every tackle. King turning it on to Williams. Speed went in hard, and those two players down injured. As play has gone on here, Jemison turning it back, McAllister gets it away, and that was an unpleasant collision. I mean, unpleasant only in the sense that both players went in fully committed then. And both will have been injured. Let's hope not too badly. Wilkinson looking anxiously as Gary Speed lies injured. We mentioned today how well Howard Wilkinson's tactics have worked out, as we saw that studs showing by both players, really.
Well, I don't think so, Alan. It was one of those, both of them actually went for the ball, and it was a 50-50, and I don't think there was really anything.
No, I didn't mean animosity, no.
No, it was just a good physical challenge.
But Howard Wilkinson, who's one of the great tacticians in English football, has scored another outstanding success here today. A great thinker on the game, and what a job he's done his time at Leeds United after his 5 years here at Sheffield Wednesday. Wilkinson has made Leeds United into genuine championship contenders. Speed and Williams both fit to continue for the moment. Sheffield Wednesday have a throw. Fairclough got it away. Wallace finding Speed, who looks okay now. Sterling. Good ball onto Wallace, he couldn't quite reach it. Good work by Palmer. Well, the message from Leeds United supporters is cruel but clear. We want 6 is the shout from that end of the ground. Hodge. And all this, remember, without the inspirational captain Gordon Strachan and David Batty.
Will they get back in the team, Alan, I ask? Two key players out like that, you have to say it's been a wonderful performance by Leeds United. But the manager did change his tactics for the day, and his tactics have been splendid.
It looks as though he's considering another substitution at the moment as well, as Sheffield Wednesday just tried to pick up the pieces of this shattering scoreline. They've got a free kick. Sheridan took it while the ball was still in motion. Have to do it again. What a disappointment for John Sheridan today. He made over 250 appearances for Leeds United earlier in his career. Carlton Palmer. Jemison. Anderson. Nielsen, everyone bar Chris Woods inside the Leeds United half for a moment then. Nielsen plays it forward. There was an offside decision, but the referee says play on. Speed. Chapman. Speed wants it played back. Didn't quite get it where he wanted it, as Mark Williams heads behind. Quite an experience for Chris Bart-Williams today at the age of 17, with just a handful of league matches, let alone First Division games behind him, to face opposition of this calibre. All part of his learning experience.
Yeah, he's finding what the game's all about today, all right.
Corner to Leeds, who are 5-1 in front. McAllister hitting it really deep towards Sterling.
I think Mel would like to score a goal here today, wouldn't he? Against the supporters who used to cheer him on here, because he was a big favourite at Sheffield Wednesday.
He's actually in all one of the highest scoring fullbacks in the history of the game now. He's right up there with the likes of Bill Neal and Stan Lynn, the old Birmingham and Villa player. Behind both of them in the charts, but not that far behind. Garrigo playing it forward, looking for Chapman. That was a good interception by Anderson. And the throw has gone Sheffield Wednesday's way, surprisingly. Under 10 minutes remaining. Leeds United 5-1 to the good. Palmer's been allowed to travel a long way with the ball here. What can he do with it? Jemson gives it away. Sterling's clearance only reaches Sheridan, and now Palmer again. This is Bart-Williams. Looks for and finds Harks far side. Nielsen. Harks. Just took it too far, really. Had it nicked off him. But Sheffield Wednesday keep possession now with Palmer. Harks still down injured. Sheridan. Williams has made a good run, watched by White. Nielsen. The flag has gone up. It wouldn't have counted had that effort been on target, offside. And now Leeds United are going to make a substitution. Bobby Davison will replace Steve Hodge, who himself got in the starting lineup because of the suspension to David Batty. Nice situation for Davison to come on again. He was all set to go back to his former club Derby County earlier this season, having been with them on loan, but in the final week of his loan period, after scoring 9 goals in 9 games for them, he got an injury, had to have a cartilage operation, and the deal fell through. He's back with Leeds United and back in the First Division. And a pretty good situation to go on in for a striker.
There's some record he's got. 9 goals in 9 games. Absolutely fantastic.
Palmer off Wallace, so it's Wednesday's throw. It's been a rude awakening this for Sheffield Wednesday, promoted back into the First Division after a season in the second last season, and they've had a really good time so far. Of course, also last season Sheffield Wednesday won their first major trophy for over 50 years. And they beat Manchester United at Wembley in the Rumbelows Cup final. And they were the first team to beat Manchester United in the league this season as well. That's the calibre of Leeds United's performance today. Although it has to be said, it has not been by any means Sheffield Wednesday's strongest lineup, and a long way from their best performance. But that takes nothing away from Leeds, still looking for goals here. Chapman getting up with another header.
Little Wallace has had a marvellous game today, hasn't he? He's been certainly a contender for the man of the match.
Jemson in possession for Sheffield Wednesday. Nielsen. Sheridan. Anderson comes forward from his defensive duties and gets it back from Harks. Useful looking cross. Williams up on the far post, but Sterling got it away to Watts. McAllister barged off it. Parks in possession. And he gives it away to Sterling. McAllister looks for Chapman. Anderson gets it clear. Not surprisingly, Leeds have just dropped down a gear really now, knowing that the points are safe, that their goal difference has been done a power of good, and also that they've gone back to the top of the First Division above Manchester United. Don't forget, lots more action to come on this show. We've got around above all the top goals from the First Division yesterday. Anderson going forward here for Sheffield Wednesday. So the rest of the First Division goals and our goal of the day competition still to come. So although this match may be going to an inevitable conclusion, and a happy one for Leeds, don't switch off. You haven't seen the last of the goals yet. Jemson. Held in towards Watson, who helped it on, but not quite far enough to deceive Lukic. And some very ironic cheers from the Leeds United supporters behind that goal.
He hasn't scored a goal yet for Sheffield Wednesday, Gordon Watson, and really you need a goal to set you off, get your confidence, and I think today it's shown that he is lacking a bit, isn't he, in confidence.
Here's Wallace for a Leeds United team bursting with confidence. He wins the free kick, foul by Sheridan. Dorigo, Speed, a bit clumsy with that. Nielsen intercepted, but gives it straight back to Gary Speed. Dorigo again. This is Chapman, scorer of a hat-trick, on to McAllister, on again to Whitlow, who's got another goal and finds Wallace with that lovely ball, and it's 6 for Leeds United. England's goalkeeper beaten 6 times. That says it all.
Well, I was saying about Rodney Wallace having a good game, and he really has. Burst through in the middle there. And as the goalkeeper went down at his feet, he just nicked it over the top into the roof of the net. But again, on Wednesday, all over the place again here.
It's getting embarrassing for them now.
It certainly is. And there's just nobody picking Rodney Wallace up there.
So Wallace, with his 8th goal of the season, ends that little barren spell for him. He'd gone 6 without a goal before today. And the figure 6 also in the scoreline now. All of them to Leeds United, just the one to Sheffield Wednesday. In it goes to Williams, and White denies him, but at the expense of a corner. 3 minutes remaining. Leeds United on their way to their biggest win of the season, and one that will send just a little shudder of apprehension down the spines at Old Trafford, I'm sure. Bart Williams corner, Anderson getting up well, and White gets it clear. Danger threatened from Williams, almost on the line.
Well, nothing at all going right for Sheffield Wednesday, because that was a really good chance here, and Williams will think himself very unfortunate not to score there. I mean, he's only about 4 yards out, hits the goalkeeper with it, and they don't even get the break of the ball. On the other end, this is Rodney Wallace from the camera inside the goal, and beautifully executed.
Wallace getting the 6th goal of the game for Leeds United. They've destroyed Sheffield Wednesday. There's no other word for it. Sterling. They haven't finished yet, perhaps. And Woods judged that one to perfection. And there it is, the biggest scoreline we've had in a live game for this and many a season from my memory. Bart Williams getting it forward as Sheffield Wednesday, to their credit, just keep going, keep playing, even though they must be longing to hear the final whistle.
Dorigo tidying up there, who
has lost possession though to Watson. Sorry, Ian. I thought Gordon Watson might have finally got his goal then.
No, I'm just saying Dorigo tidied up there, and Dorigo's had a wonderful game. He was in contention also for man of the match, but I think if you scored a hat-trick in any football game and didn't get the man of the match, you might be a bit annoyed. So I'm going to give it to Lee Chapman. I think he's thoroughly deserved it, the big fella, today. 3 goals, bounced back from a disappointment of midweek when he was taken off. Thoroughly deserves it.
And he even had a word with that scantily clad young lady we saw earlier.
Yes, he did. Got her phone number.
Oh, never. I can't believe that. Happily married man. White in possession for Leeds United. Wicklow, who's done well since coming on as a substitute, finding Sterling, who gets round King's lunge and keeps it well, and sets up Wallace, who sets up McAllister, who leaves it to Speed. Well, that just shows you the confidence of their players, doesn't it? Well, you can be confident when you're leading 6-1, I suppose.
I would think so, but they were all queuing up there for shots. Gary Speed, the last man in. But yeah, McAllister thought, no, I just better leave that there. Hatch was blocking him, left it for Speed, and just wide of the post.
It's arrogant stuff now from Leeds United. We're into time being added, 4 stoppages. And we have seen another performance of championship quality from the man from Allen Road. So anyone who thought the Leeds United bubble may have burst after Manchester United defeated them on Wednesday night, then think again.
Well, it's saying something about the calibre of Manchester United. When you think about it, United won the game quite handsomely in midweek against Leeds, and you see Leeds United today and they look a terrific team.
Well, that FA Cup tie, of course, together again, those big 2 on Wednesday night. Wallace, Chapman and Speed. Leeds United will go into yet another clash against Manchester United, brimming with confidence after this. McAllister drilling it out to the far side, not quite accurate enough. Marks brings it away for Sheffield Wednesday. The ball nicked off him by Davidson. This is Sterling. They're still looking for goals, Leeds. Wallace. Sterling again. If you have to go back in order to keep possession, there's nothing wrong with that.
I think with the cross the ball, Lee Chapman might get another one.
He's got possession now from the throw. McAllister.
Shades of the Johnny Giles team, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, remember that famous Leeds United match in the 60s against Southampton when they just flicked the ball around like this, little back heelers and everything, kept possession and really...
Mind you, they went 6-1 up at the time, weren't they?
6-1 is the final score. A wonderful performance by Leeds United, topped by man of the match Lee Chapman's hat-trick. More action and analysis when you come back to us after the break.